Right, welcome to episode 7. I think it's 7. I'm pretty sure I said 5 in the last one, but I think that one was actually 6. So, welcome to episode 7 of Geosphere Survival. I'll show you what I've done in this one, or rather in between the episodes. Um, I've taken out the trees, the leaves are still to disappear. I finished moving the lava. It turns out there was only. It looked like there was only one more. I don't know if I'm quite bad at judging things, but I also took out the coal that was there. And okay, yes, all the lava has disappeared, so that was it. I took out all the coal, and I found this, which was nice. And I'm expecting this to be a little bit of a troll, and there'd be lava underneath it, but no, we're good. And so look, okay, so it's just the three there. That's fine. Um, that's pretty nice. I can't get back out. I'm really clever. Okay, no, it's just that one though, isn't it? Right. Yeah, so I took that out. This place isn't as nice as it looked when I first started. I also made a chest, brought the things that would be useful for cobblestone generating over here. I'm now going to go and throw this stuff back over here in this far safer, apparently, chest. And we will work on a cobblestone generator that I can AFK again. I'm getting a bit suspicious of things down there because I don't know, they always say you're supposed to mine the corners around a diamond deposit. Oh, that just goes outside. Okay. So I'm guessing that will be it then. I mean, it's always worth having a look. Oh, we were already at the corner of the map. Okay. Um, do we have enough here for patchwork? So I'm ruining the sort of structure completely. And I apologise, Mr. Mapmaker, if you happen to be watching, although I doubt you will. That I have kind of destroyed your sphere, but you know, I get actually I can't really explain myself why I was suspicious of more diamonds, and I think it's worth destroying stuff for the suspicion of diamonds. Although I'm sure if you're going to complain about anything, me destroying that thing isn't the bit that you're going to complain about this playthrough. Alright, so we will just block this off before I do fall down it, almost inevitably. Maybe if I actually take enough cobble for it to work. Right, okay, yep, that works. Great. And, excuse me. I don't know what it is, I got a cough recently. I'm recording all these episodes at once. And so it's probably been noticeable as this has been going, but if I don't know, there's a really easy way to do a cobblestone generator, but I'm not sure how useful it actually is, or how AFKable it is. If I go grab some dirt to refill in the trenches I've made, well, mainly just this one. That didn't take long for that to go grass again, that's fine. Okay, so I'll consider that as done. But basically if it's something like that, that and that, you may know what I'm doing here already. Yeah, I think that'll work. And then this is gonna look really quite dangerous now. But I think this is the simplest version of a cobblestone generator. But that goes into there, and then the lava gets placed there. Yeah, and then the lava sits in there quite nicely, the water sits there. It's obviously not very safe, but that is the absolute simplest cobblestone generator, because you can then go there and mine that like that, and this is actually, don't start walking randomly though, of course. This is actually as quick as the other one. You do lose the odd one. Oh fuck, what the fuck did I do that for? You do lose the odd bit in the lava by the looks of it, so I guess I will make the other design. We just pick up the lava because that takes forever to disappear. throw that in, mine away the cobble. Oh god, no, don't hit me. Okay, and we'll take the water. I guess we'll leave that in the bucket for now. And then I guess what would make sense is to refill this in then. I don't really know where we want to put this. Oh, what the hell, Tim? It's like I'm retarded. Okay, so I guess we can put it on the edge here-ish. See, we need water to come down from... I'm going to try and almost embed it into the wall, so I don't know how well this will work. Or if I have enough cobble to do it. I should do if I can sort of cut corners. And that should disappear. Well, I guess we'll just make sure of that before I do walk into that. So if we think we have to place water there, and therefore... I guess we can try and really embed this. Place water there and there. It doesn't really matter that it's not symmetrical. So I think the lava has to go there then. So if we then place that like that, the water goes there, lava goes there. I think that might actually do it. Let's try things. Obviously that one's got an extra way to go, but I don't think that will matter. But now we'll find out that it does. And that goes there. Goes down. That turns into cobble. And then I can mine those two. Brilliant, that works. Okay, great. Of course, that, just for the sake of it, we will just do that. Just so that it looks the same from the front. And then we want to go down, back round to where I want to be standing. Just so that I can AFK this in the exact same way as before. Just because, it's... No, I know it's not as efficient because we're only going off the one and only mining the second one. Really when it's taking forever to spawn again, but... I don't know, I just don't like having to mine it. What the hell was that? Why have I just done that? I guess that I don't need that one at all. No, then if we take that one out, and that just takes them round, and then we can AFK that from here and get ourselves enough cobble for a mob spawn. And this bit will be just like Skyblock, but yeah, we'll just continue that. Then we'll get ourselves absolutely loads, and we can actually start doing this properly. So if we just make ourselves a load of pickaxes, and we're actually going to turn this all into sticks, because I figure we will use those at some point, but I don't know how many we can do here. I didn't see how many cobble we started with. We can do 12, okay. We can do 12, I think we might as well, in all honesty, just because we are going to be mining a lot of cobble, so why not, eh? Alright, so I'm going to get this going. Obviously I'm going to do this off camera because nobody should be put through this. I mean, I'm not even going to be watching myself, so it seems unfair that you'd be. And yeah, I'll get back to you when I've gone through these then. Right then, just a quick progress report, because one, I'm going to forget otherwise, and two, it's half time on my FIFA game, so it made sense to do so. I've added this block here because occasionally they were landing on top of this one, and so I wasn't getting them. But this is, I've got a fair amount now. It's going quite nicely, I'd say. And I'm sure at least one person is wondering why I'm doing, as I do. Oh, I've just made a new one. I've probably wasted a couple there then. Why I do it as I do, with, not actually using the pickaxes up, and just letting them sort of, you know what I mean. I've lost all ability to speak today. It's going great. Wonder why I leave them all like nearly dead. And somebody may be thinking it's so that I'm proving on camera that I have been mining it and not cheating. And although that originally was it, it's when one does break, you're then punching stone for a while before you realise, because you're not watching the screen. So it's just a way to make sure that they do actually all get used, and so you're not mining for as little amount of time as possible, and that's effectively all it is. So I'm just going to leave this one going again then. Okay, so we've just been continuing this. We've got to the end of was it 12 pickaxes we made in the end? And I think we already had one as well. So, yeah, it's going pretty well. I mean, you can see how much cobblestone we've got. Obviously a few are just running around to me at the moment. We got 73 left. We can throw that in a chest. So now we can work on a mob spawner, which was obviously the goal of this all along. I do also feel that I am going to, based on how this series has been going, that this will end up in me dying and losing everything several times. So, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to die to get my health back. Wow, really? Okay. So we'll take out those sticks, and I guess the rows we don't need. Right, let's try and throw those in. Alright, it's night time. I think we've been mining for about maybe a 2-day cycle or so. It's not been a quick process, but not too fast. I'm getting bored of this cake though, so I'm gonna just finish that off and then jump off. Just because I didn't like that cake. Right, okay, and we're back up here again. Of course, this isn't too helpful. We can sort of turn that into a farm area, I guess. It probably should have by now. But okay, so we want to build a mob spawner, and the obvious plus side of this is that the more mobs that are spawning in there, the less will spawn everywhere else. However, the more that are spawning everywhere else, the less will spawn in the mob spawner. So it works both ways. I don't really know where I want to put it. I guess I could have the collection point off the edge here and just build it up there, but I don't know if the trees will get in the way. I don't know, I'll also end up spawning on top of it, which won't help. But I guess I can get down a bit more easily if we've got things around. I certainly want to put it over this side, not over that side, I think. Yeah, screw it, let's do that. So we will take some water. We'll take the pickaxe, though I'm not sure that was going to be enough. We don't have the torches to take, and that is going to hurt. And I don't think I've ever done this without falling off once, so that would be a good time to start that. Well, if we've got some, because we're definitely in the ice biome this time. I still don't know what it's called. Is it tiger or something? I think it says it in this. Ice mountains. Well, yeah, okay, ice mountains. We're in the ice one, so the water will freeze over. So that is something we're going to have to be aware of. So we will need to use torches for that. Because, especially if I'm water scaffolding, if the top of that freezes, you die. And there's no two ways about that. You can't unfreeze it when you're underneath something. And I don't think 31 will be enough, but we'll have to see how this goes. And sort of a good luck me kind of thing. No, if we've got more, yeah, we can get more coal on the go, I guess. But I can't really be bothered. We can get it over at some point. Right, so what we want as a collection point, I guess we want the middle bit to come out the middle again. So if we go out 3, 4, 5, 6, we'll have the middle two as, I guess, those two. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I think that's an even platform with those two as the middle, and we'll try and build walls around that at some point later, but I'm not going to be too fussed about that at present. At the moment it's just trying to get the sort of foundations of this in, just so that we can start this thing working. And we know that this is a very slow process of getting this built. I mean, I'll probably film a very small part of it, but this is obviously the middle two. We'll go up that one, and yeah, we won't worry about the borders of that just yet, although actually we will. I know, I'm so good at this, purely because if I'm going to use water scaffolding, I will want to make it so that the water doesn't go everywhere. So if I just, for now, this bit will come back up, but the other edges of it won't. Just so that when I'm pouring water down, it doesn't go and spread across everywhere for, was it 8 in all directions. Back down, it will stay contained within this area, meaning that I can get back down much more easily. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25 to be safe. This is that middle one that way, so it's always a good idea to mark it out when you can before it all goes horribly wrong. What am I doing? And I know it's just so symmetrical and everything. Right, so that's going to be the bit that they drop into, and then obviously this will go. But if I put that there for now, and then that to stop it from freezing over, then I can use that as my way back up, which I will do now actually. We just take this cobble up, and we won't have the same problems we had last time. Actually, I think the thing that killed me in Skyblock was that I took 2 buckets up, so I didn't do this bit of it, which is a very odd scenario that actually helping myself hindered me. But it looks like that was the case. I'm also thinking that I will need another pickaxe just in case, because it's only got 46 on it. I know that 46 mistakes and misplaces should be enough, but I'm not convinced with my abilities, based on, well, you should know why. I mean, have you ever seen me do something and go, wow, that guy is pretty on the ball? There you go, I just tried to make a hoe. So yeah, we'll do that. We'll take another bucket of water up. And then what I've done in multiplayer maps of doing this is I'd then, when I've got 2 water up there, I'd make myself an infinite source, and then I throw the bucket back down so that they can put it safe, so that I don't fall off with it. However, I'm not going to have such luck on this one, and I don't want to have to go back down to deposit it to go back up again, as I just don't care enough. Right, okay. So we just start building this. We'll start building this the same way as before. Obviously out 9 each way. See, it's things like that, right? Right. Right, I'm going to pause this for a bit. Right, I've just made them 9 each across, and then on the 9th one build that across, and I've just realised that it said don't climb up a bit. It also said don't, break your way through it, but it didn't say anything about building significantly over it. I've not climbed it, I've built a separate structure next to it, so maybe I can break it. If I can't complete the wall challenge, then I think that'll be the way that I can get in there. Although, I imagine I can complete the wall challenge when I've got this up and running. But yeah, I'll just repause this. Right, and if anybody's sort of not watched me do this on Skyblock and is curious to what I'm doing, effectively it's this on all 4 sides. You build them out 8 across, and on the 9th go 1 up, sort of marker. Then you complete this sort of quarter on each bit, where you just put it up 1 and then go up 3 on each of those, so that it's 2 drop to there, and it also drops to that. Give yourself an infinite source. Keep torches going as you go. As that's effectively it. It is just a case of just, I don't know, I think you can extend it from this, but I think this is the best you can get for the effort that you have to put in, and that's a good mix in my opinion. And it's always nice to just check your sort of amounts every now and again as well. But yeah, I'll finish this in between episodes. I'll finish episode 7. Is it still 7? Oh no, it was about an hour since I started recording this episode. So yeah, let's say 7. Okay. Okay, we'll finish recording episode 7 then. I'll finish this before starting the next one, which I'm hoping is episode 8. Otherwise, I look stupid now. And actually, I won't be able to finish it because I don't have enough cobble. But I'll post a progress report before I start the next one. Thanks for watching.